Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Or nobody's in yet. We're waiting for some people to drop in here. We're just doing a recap of our trout fishing trip this weekend, what all we did, and what's coming up on the channel. And we're gonna do the giveaway today. My pack of baits that we had comments in the watch and win. So we're gonna do the giveaway tonight with the black and blue core shot pig sticks. So what's up, Io? Thanks for coming in, buddy. You're on the list to win these tonight. So we only got like 5 people that made a comment and picked the correct timestamp. So we got like 5 people in here, or 5 people with a chance to win this. So I don't know why more people don't get in on that giveaway. They don't pick the timestamp. So, but yeah, we're gonna talk about today our trout trip, what went on. If you guys have, hey Mika, thanks for coming in. If you guys haven't checked out the lives of our trout trip, you need to go over and check them out. We caught some big fish. Hey Mom, what's up? I'm getting my stuff ready here, hold on. I'm trying out the blue light behind me this time to see how it looks, and I think I'm gonna start using my blue light more. Nature's Wild Playground, hello. Amber, Chris, what's up? Yeah, I'm back home. We are back home from our trout trip. It really isn't, it's a trout trip, and it's a work trip for my wife. She's got to work the whole time. So we get to go up there and fish some really nice areas up there with some really big fish too. So, and we caught a ton of big fish. So if you guys haven't checked out that live, there's 3 lives. The first live was Friday, which was pretty cool. It was raining and kind of crappy weather, but nobody was out. It was before the season, but if you go get a permit, you could fish it anytime. And I think nobody was around, and they stocked it like a week earlier. So we went out and fished it Friday in the rain. We put a tent up and everything, and the boys just crushed the big fish. I mean, crushed them. The video coming out on Wednesday is going to be, that's going to have some video of an Ace's biggest trout he ever caught. So that'll be on there. Theo caught a bunch of fish. They got a really cool double catch on there. I got it filmed. It's awesome. The fish are jumping everywhere. It's crazy. So yeah, and then on the lives, my dad caught his biggest trout ever. And that's saying a lot because he's been fishing for a long time. He's been out fishing and stuff like that. Like, he don't fish all the time, but he's been fishing for years. And he caught his biggest trout up there, so. But we ate good, and wait till you hear what Theo ate. Oh my God, he had to eat, I can't remember, 14 or 15, what, clusters? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ate like 15 crab clusters. I think he was doing the math for me. He was like, that's 125 legs. So he ate really good. We all ate good. It's always good food, good time. Nice place to stay. In the video, you'll see where we stay. I take you for a tour around the cabin. I call it a cabin. It's more like a lodge. I don't even know what you want to call it. But it's more like a cabin. And a lot of people use that for skiing and stuff like that up there. So are you doing a giveaway tonight? Yeah, Mika, we're doing the giveaway tonight, but it's only the people that did the watch and win. You have to watch the video, and wherever you come in and pick it, you're going to get to win these black and blue core shots, these pig sticks of mine. They are a black middle with the blue outside. And what you have to do on my watch and wins, which I don't know why people don't enter it, but if you watch my video, just enter when my logo pops up, and you get a chance to win a pack of baits. And I do that all the time. What's up, Daniel? Thanks for coming in. Mika, thanks for coming in. Chris. So yeah, so it was a great time. A lot of fish were caught. A lot of big fish were caught. I actually had the first live titled Trout Fishing in PA, and I went back and actually changed it to Monster Trout Fishing in PA because I don't think the kids caught a fish under 17 inches that day. It was crazy. It was just unbelievable. That was probably one of the best times, or one of the best days that I've had with the kids fishing ever. And that includes bass and everything. But we're going to try to top it this year, bass fishing up at the lake. We'll see what happens. So What's up? Thanks for coming in. GNRBJJ. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button if you haven't. But yeah, we're going to do the giveaway. We got Smalley time soon. Yeah, May is going to be Smalley time. So let me see here. I got my wheel here. I got to get it back up again. Okay, one time press. Okay, Okay, I got the spin wheel, and that's all. There was only, the people that entered was Hitch by Hitch, Droning Veteran, David Williams, Mr. Tully, and IL Fishing. Only people. I know it's Trey. I see you, buddy. I kind of figured it was gripping and ripping there. So what's up, Trey? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Maybe we'll get together this year. We come down for Ocean City. We'll have to get together, maybe do some fishing. Maybe some snakehead or something again. So yeah, so my watch and win video was on my bait making. Documented the kids' jiu-jitsu stuff now. Okay, gripping and ripping. What's the BJJ? I guess jiu-jitsu. Is it, I don't know what the, Mika Newton, we will doing a turkey hunting giveaway. Awesome. When will you be doing a turkey hunting giveaway? When will I be doing a turkey hunting giveaway? I don't know. We'll see what Oak Ridge Game Call sends me. And if they send me a bunch of stuff, I'll do a giveaway with some of their stuff too and get them out there. I'll use some of their stuff, and then maybe I'll give away some of their stuff as well. So we'll see, Mika, for sure. But yeah, guys, when you see my video with the eyes that says watch and win, all you got to do is listen to the video, and I tell you exactly what you need to do. You just go in there, you watch the video. You're watching it anyway, I hope. And you just see when my logo pops up, and you write in the comments what the timestamp is of my logo popping up. And everybody that picked the correct one gets entered on the spin wheel, and we give a pack of baits away. There was a pack of baits here, and what the heck? Oh, I just dropped something. I got to go grab, I think I had my other little thing here too. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. I don't know where the heck my hook things are. Did you see them anywhere? Sue? Did you see my hooks? Are they over there? I don't know. All right, hold on, guys. I'm like wandering around my house here. I made kill chips for Carly this evening. I told her I was making them. I'm only about a week late though. Okay, well anyway, I don't know where the hooks are. But what I do is when I usually give away a pack of my baits, I usually put in there, I usually put a card in it. And I have a bunch of my cards in it. Hold on, let me check behind. Here they are right there. I knew it. So usually when I do the giveaway, I do the packs of bait. Anytime I'm doing it. What's up, Braden? Thanks for coming in, Braden. Okay. Kids Camping, Frontier Town, June 23rd. Brazilian Jitsu. Okay, that makes sense. So gripping and ripping, Brazilian Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu. Cool. Thanks, Braden. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate you. So, the pack of baits, and then usually I put in my business cards. I put 3 cards in there so you can give them out to friends or whatever. I put a decal in there, and then on this you have a hat hook to put on your hat. So that's what you get when you win, basically. Or if you buy a pack of baits off me or something, I usually send the cards with the decal and stuff in another bag for you. So tonight is going to be the giveaway for the core shot, black core shot with the blue, and it has silver and blue flake in it. So we're going to be doing that giveaway today, and that's for the watch and win. So whenever you see the watch and wins, share it out. But I guess I sort of, it contradicts if I say share it out to everybody, then everybody will have a chance to win and you won't have a chance to win. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I like doing the giveaways to people that watch. So still share it out for me if you don't mind. So yeah, so this weekend, well, it was actually weekend. It wasn't going to happen. I mean, there was so much stuff going on with my wife. The kids have baseball and tournaments and stuff like that. And so my wife obviously, she runs back and forth. She takes them to everything that they want to go to. And I always say, like, man, it's a lot. And Theo's playing 3 baseball teams. He's on karate. He's playing basketball. He does volleyball. He's a goofball. He's looking right at me right now. That's why I'm saying that. And he's mocking me. So I was going to throw a shoe at him and put it on video, me knocking his glasses off of his head. But we won't do that. I think that'd be violent. I think YouTube will take that down. So anyway, so my wife just takes them, and if they need to go somewhere, she gets them there. That's just how it is. So Thursday after work, I left straight from work, hit the turnpike, and headed up to Seven Springs. And my mom and dad got Theo from school that day, and they headed up. So we got up probably right around the same time. But I hit a bait store up there, got some bait and stuff like that. Then I hit the lodge. And you'll see I had to get the lodge with some information from my wife and everything that she scheduled and stuff like that. So we did that. And then I went to the cabin and unloaded everything. And I actually, in the video, I show you guys everything too. What's up, Jimmy? Thanks for coming in. So I did that. And it keeps them out of trouble. Yeah, it does. I mean, there's a lot more worse things that could happen, I guess, or they could be into. So, and that's why. It's just I get a little bit overwhelmed with stuff because I'm like I said, I'm a guy. I want like one coach teaching my son how to hit, not 3. Stuff like that. That sort of gets to me, but I gotta be more understanding, I guess. So, anyway, so I get up there with Theo. We hang out up there. My daughter has a game or practice. So my wife gets my daughter from practice. They get all their stuff together. They come up that night. Well, then my daughter has school Friday. So my wife drives her back into school in the morning. Well, she has to go to school to be able to play her games. So Cardi wants to play her games, obviously. I would want to too. So she has to be at school. So my wife drives her in the morning. So my wife, yeah, you can get a hook, buddy. So my wife drives her in the morning, takes her to school, turns around, calls me and says they canceled the game. So she didn't have to go to school, but it was a good thing she was in school. So my wife came back up, which is only about an hour and 10-minute drive. She came back up. She had to do her stuff for work and everything like that. Theo, me, Ace, and my dad went fishing. And it just was the best day we've ever had trout fishing. It was unbelievable. What's it say? Yes. Yeah, my son plays baseball for 3 different teams, yes. Brandon, hunting and stuff, I am no one is text. It's just me. No idea what that means. Oh, slow down, Brandon. Okay. There you go. Yeah. So we go fishing. I'm trying to do a live. I can't do a live because the kids are catching one after another. Human, what's up, man? No, I'm here too. Okay. Thanks for coming in. Hit that like button if you can. Can I give him a bat? Can I give him a bat? Your son. Braden. Yeah, you can give him a bat if you want to ship it. So we go, and I'm trying to set up the live, and as I'm setting up the live, they're just catching fish after fish after fish. So I'm like, you know what? I'm making a video right now. So I started making a video, started getting content for a video. So I had the camera gear out, I was videoing them do that. And then finally, I told them stop fishing, which that didn't happen. But they slowed down, and I was able to get the live up. And as soon as I got the live up, Ace caught another big one. And so we had a bunch of fish going on the whole time. I didn't even get the fish. I was just setting rods up and cutting hooks and getting fish because we don't like to kill the fish. We want to release them. So if the hook is down in them pretty deep, we don't pull the hook and cause them to bleed or nothing. We just cut the line and we let the fish go back in. And in a week or so, the hook is rusted out, it falls out, and you're good to go. That's so, and the fish are fine. Baseball bat, $400, but can't I just get hooks for it? A baseball bat, it's $400, but can I just get hooks for it? Yeah, man, if you want to trade a hat hook for a $400 baseball bat, I can do that. But, buddy, if you're a minor, you'd have to get your parents or somebody to email me and make sure everything's good to go, because I'm not doing no transactions with a minor. I'd get in trouble for that stuff. So you gotta go through your parents first. I can't just. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we're good. So you'd have to have your parents do that, but we don't need a baseball bat. We're good. I can send you a hat hook. If your parents are okay with that, I can do that. So anyway, so they're crushing them Friday, all day Friday. And then we go Friday evening, we eat and stuff, hang out at the cabin. It's raining, windy, kind of nasty out. Saturday, get up. Was it Saturday? Yeah, so Saturday, get up. It's pouring out rain. I think we lost power up there, so there was no heat or nothing. So it was funny. We were like lighting the stove, and then finally we got the heat back on. And there's a tree that fell down in front of us from the winds and stuff like that. And so we end up going back out Saturday. We didn't use the tents because it was like spotty rain, so we didn't use the tents. We have the pavilion up to cover, and so we didn't take it. We went down and we fished, and it was a little bit slow because that was opening day of the PA season, and everybody that was fishing the creeks around there, the creeks were all high and muddy from all the rain and stuff. Well, they started coming to the ponds and to the creeks where we were at, and it just got packed and overran. It was crazy. Let's see. So you tell him, Jimmy. So after that, we were catching them in the one pond, and it was kind of slow. We got like 10 fish, which it ain't really slow, but for us it's slow. So then my son has to go back into Pittsburgh to get pictures taken and play an opening day. They had like the whole opening day ceremonies and stuff like that. Well, they canceled the games and everything, but he had to go in and get pictures taken. And my wife wasn't making him miss that. So she drove him in and we were fishing. So she drove, Theo left, and me, Ace, Amber, and my dad fished while he was gone. And then we were meeting up at the lodge after that when they come back, because it was all you can eat crab legs. And we all wanted that. And so we fished. We had caught a bunch of fish on that. You'll see that in the video as well. Did another live. So there's a monster trout one on Friday. Then Saturday there's 2 of them, because we did one live at the one pond. It was kind of slow, and then people were leaving the ponds and the streams behind us. So as they left, we just waited until everybody started leaving, and we packed up. We closed down that live, and we went back to the other pond that we fished Friday, and we killed them there. So we had another live over there catching fish. So it was a great weekend of fishing. Saturday went and Theo ate a ton of crab legs. He had like, what did you say, Sue? 14 crab clusters of legs, so it was crazy. Adventures America, what's up? Thanks for coming in. And so we ate really good, and then everybody was beat Saturday. I was torched Saturday from just fishing all day. And my wife was tired because she was just running. She just always runs around and working. She had to work basically the weekend while we played. And so she came home, and we were up at the lodge. There's a hot tub there, so everybody was jumping in the hot tub. I didn't use the hot tub because I was so tired. I laid down and I was done. So Sunday got up, went to breakfast. And we go to breakfast every day at the lodge down there too. But Sunday we got up. It was really windy and crappy out today, and it got really cold. And there was a tree down, so I figured the winds and everything, it wouldn't be a good idea to go down, because we're surrounded in this little valley there with trees and everything, and it was windy. So I didn't think it was a good idea to take the kids down there just in case, like just being safe. And it was cold and windy and rainy, so we didn't fish this morning. We got enough content this weekend and caught enough fish that we were happy with what we did. So we just packed up and came home a little earlier than expected. And had some time to just relax here and unpack and stuff like that. And that's why I wanted to do this live tonight. Sorry it was a little bit late, but I wanted to definitely do the live and give you a recap of our weekend, what we did and everything like that, and then what's coming up and all that. So Wednesday is the video. You're not going to want to miss this video, guys. So if you can, write it down, put it on your calendar, set a notification. Make sure your notifications on YouTube with my channel is turned to all. So that would be hit your bell button and put all. That way you'll be notified whenever I do my videos. I upload new content and do giveaways and things like that. And make sure you do the watch and win. If you're watching the video already, enter it. So what we're gonna do right now is we got people in here, we're gonna do the giveaway now. We're gonna do the pack of baits. That's the blue and black core shot. You're gonna get you're gonna get the hat hook, the decal, and 3 of my business cards. To keep one for yourself, and please pass 2 off to somebody else that don't have that. And that's a link to my YouTube channel on there and my store, my website, because I do make my own baits. Obviously, I'm giving them away here. So I'm going to pull out the wheel. I'm going to spin it for you guys, and we're going to see who wins. Let's see here. Boom. Let me do this for them. Okay, so we got the wheel. Okay, I'm going to move over so you guys can see this. All right, I'm going to hit shuffle 3 times. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got shuffle, and then I'm going to hit it. Boom. So whoever it lands on is going to win the pack of baits with the hat hook. Yeah, my dog's scratching right in front of the camera. All right, so we got Mr. Tully won the pack of baits. So Mr. Tully, you can email me. Email me your address. My email is tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. And just email me your address, and I will send the baits out to you. And they are very nice baits. The core shots, they're tough to make, but they are really nice looking baits. I'm going to pull one out here. I thought maybe you were going to win that one, buddy. So there is the bait. See how there you got the black and then the core shot, the blue with the black in the middle of it. And it has some silver flake with some navy blue flake in it. So really nice bait, good dark water bait, good spring bait. I have another pack of baits I'll be giving away soon too. But the watch and win, I think I'm going to make the next video is going to be a watch and win, and I'll give the spring baits away on that one. Or maybe a trout bait or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But Wednesday, you're definitely going to want to tune in, because that's going to be a great video, guys. And I want you guys to share that out for me. And maybe I won't do a watch and win there. Maybe we'll share that one out and just have a watch and win video on another bait maker. I think that's a little better to do it that way. So, but yeah, so that was the recap for this weekend. Was anybody out trout fishing today? Let me see here. Did you trout? I'm gonna put the pull up. I'm going to put a pull up right now, guys. This is all new to me. I'm just want to see if it all works. Okay, so boom. We got, did you trout fish this weekend? We start the poll, and the poll is in the chat now. So if you guys will answer that, and I put on there, did you trout fish this weekend? Trout season is closed here until late April. So that means that is a no for you, Chris. So you can answer that with a no if you'd like. Now I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to start a Q&A. I'm going to see, if you guys are on a computer, you probably won't see the question. What is your favorite bait? Hold on, guys. Trout bait. Okay, so in here, we're going to put it up there, boom, and boom. And if you're on your phone, I believe you'll be able to see this. If you're not on your phone, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. We can put it there. Can we make it smaller or no? No, you can't make it smaller. All right, we're just going to put it right up there. All right, so there, and then it is, what is your favorite trout bait? That's another one. Now, if you're on your phone, you should be able to see that right above my head here. If you're on your computer, you probably won't be able to see it. You'll just see the pool. So, no trout fishing yet. I need to get my kayak out. Okay. And trout season is closed in Chris's area until late April. Okay. See, our turkey season opens late April. I wish our turkey season opened. Well, it actually opens in May. May 5th is our turkey season, but my son can go out April 26th. So I'm hoping we can cut a video and take him out and hopefully get him on a turkey that day. So we'll see what happens. So that's another video that's going to be coming out soon. That along with other bait making videos, because it's getting to be fishing time. So I gotta order some plastic and get some baits going here for you guys and do some bait making videos. And live. Trout here is year round, but we have speckled and sand trout. Hey Tina, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. So I guess you're fishing the ocean. You're fishing saltwater for speckled and sand trout. Theo caught a really nice speckled trout when we were in Ocean City. It was pretty big. We weren't even there. I wasn't even there to see it. I came back and there was a picture of it. And he let it go, but it was a nice one. Ray's Outdoors. What's up, Ray? Hi, Ted. I got most of my turkey stuff ready for Saturday. Yeah, yours is starting already. I wish it would start this early because they're all strutting right now. My buddy Vince got them all on the camera down there, so we're getting excited about that. We know there's a bunch of turkey down there. So we'll be excited to I'm going to be excited to get Theo down there. I still got to get down there with Theo and his new gun, and we got to shoot his new gun in to see how it shoots with the turkey choke that we have for the gun. And we have number 5 shot. I think we're going to stick with that, but we have 2 different brands of number 5 shot. That's always been a shot that I've used growing up, was number 5 for turkey. I've never had a problem with it. But they say you should use 4s, 5s, and 6s and try it. But I think that Mossberg is going to shoot number 5s pretty well, at least well enough for him. He had the 410 out last year, and he took 2 farther shots than you should. But I was like, go ahead, take a shot. And he shot and blew feathers off one, and it ran and took off flying. And I was like, yeah, that was too far away. And then the next one came in a little closer, and he shot and knocked feathers down, and it ran and flew away again. And then I took the gun, and I was walking down to the camp to grab the crossbow because he was like, this gun sucks. So I was walking down to grab the crossbow because he loves the crossbow. And so I was walking down, and I hear a turkey gobble on the hill by my dad's stand. It's on the hillside. So I called to it, and it's coming right to me as I'm calling. So I end up walking back to the blind that Theo was at. He was just sitting there without a gun, and I won't leave him with a gun because he's too young. So I took the gun, but when I was coming back, I loaded it up, and I get in this blind, and I hand him the gun. I said, hey, there's a gobbler coming down the path. So we're sitting there for about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and nothing. Then all of a sudden, out to our left, about 15 yards away, 2 turkey walk out and just totally surprised us. And Theo got his gun up, but it was like a hurried shot, and he shot and hit him again in the chest, and it knocked the feathers off of him, and he ran and flew away. And Theo looked at me, and I just knew he was PO'd. I mean, I looked at him, and he was like, I want a different gun. This gun sucks. And I was like, all right, well, buddy, we'll get you a 20 gauge. So he ended up winning the 20 gauge. Actually, he couldn't win it. My dad won it and gave him it. So that's what happened. But he got what did he get? He got a 450 Legend, and he got a 500 Mossberg turkey gun. Really nice gun. So we're excited to get down there to get him out there and try going out and coming back in hunting. Hunting itself, that one's supposed to be above your head. The one that's, let's see. I don't see the pool on my phone. All right, Mom, good night. Yeah, I don't know, I guess, Tina, can you see the one above my head? It says, what's your favorite trout bait? Nobody answered it yet, I don't think. Or if you answer it, it might become, it was a 410, a youth gun. Yes, it was I used it for rabbit and shot rabbit because I see the pool on my phone. Okay, you can see the pool. What? No, not that pool. No, my pool on my trout. What's your favorite trout bait? I got so many pools going on right now. It's unreal. I just did a pool for my daughter's softball team. I had to make a video and put it on Facebook. My wife got me to do that, so we just got done with a pool. So my wife's laughing in the background when I'm saying, you guys see the pool. She thinks it's the softball pool, but it's my own hunting pool. It's my trout. What's your favorite trout bait pool on my live? So she was like saying that, so. Okay, have to refresh. Wasn't getting chat either. Yeah, you have to refresh it there, H&S. So yeah, so it's like 9:30. I'm just relaxing now. My wife didn't make me dinner. So I was supposed to make dinner, and I was so tired. I had enchilada. What did I have? Nice, that's smart. So I had hot tamales and wrapped in corn husks. And I had 2 of them when I got in. My wife come home and went to bed, though. So I ate, and then I went to lay down. But then my daughter comes in, standing over me and says, hey, can you take me to Parker's? So I took her over to her boyfriend's house. She went over there. They're eating dinner there, and then their dad, or Parker's dad's bringing them back over here. So I was just like, I'm good. So good night, Chris. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hey, Chris, before you leave, man, how do you like your hoodie? Do you like that? I know you received it. I was just wanted to see what you thought of that hoodie, or let the people know in the chat, because I do have an apparel store, guys. So if you want to go check out some of my clothing and my brand on my clothing, then go over to the description of my video and check out my apparel store and go over and buy some stuff. It helps support the channel, and you get some really cool stuff. So Chris, if you're still in here, if you didn't leave yet, let everybody know. Oh, okay, no, Chris didn't leave. My mom left. The hoodie is awesome. You love it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I got one of those coming for me and for my son, that color, the blue in the hex camo, and then I got my son a red shirt, hex camo shirt as well. They have a red youth shirt. They don't have the red hoodie no more, though. And I wanted to get him a red hoodie because that's his favorite color. So I got him a blue one like me, so we'll be looking the same out there on the boat this year. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah, I try, like I said, you get a lot of channels out there that go through the YouTube stores and stuff, and the quality is not that good, and the prices are so high. So what I tried to do was I got my buddy to make the store up for me. I kept the price. Hey, Theo! That's okay. He's getting excited. He must have hit a home run on his baseball game. So what I try to do is keep the quality high, but the price low. So I don't make much on the clothing. I might make $3 or something like that, $3 to $5 on a piece of clothing. I don't make anything on the hats. I try to keep them at 20 bucks. I mean, you'll see hats on YouTube for $35, and then when you buy them, YouTube gets the money, and you don't even get the money for it. So I made up my own store. Well, my buddy made me my own store. And Todd Rice, yeah, power bait. We caught some on power bait this week, but like I said, we use chunky cheese. We use Gulp chunky cheese, and that stuff is amazing. I think in the video I'm gonna link all the stuff that I used, so you guys can go over. I'll use the Amazon link, and you can go over and buy it. But power bait is sort of like every fisherman throws the power bait, so I think they see a lot of that and they smell that scent. It's all the same to them. It's sort of like deer scents in the woods. If everybody's using like Tink 69, then I think they get used to that. And I think the fish do too, especially in public waters. So the chunky cheese, I think, is a little bit, it's stronger scent. Yeah, you got a lot of rainbows. Yeah, so the power bait, we caught a couple on green power bait and orange power bait this weekend. But once again, the chunky cheese, the Gulp, outperformed the power bait, at least by 3 or 4 to 1. That's just the way it was. Now, we caught a couple on rooster tails. I didn't catch any on my crankbaits. They weren't that active. They weren't flashing. They weren't chasing. So my crankbaits didn't work this weekend, the trout magnets. I got one hit, one bump, and I missed the fish. And it was right close to shore. He followed it in, I guess, and took a swipe at it and missed it. So the crankbaits really didn't work. My Phoebe lure, the minnow style bait that's like a spoon, that didn't work this weekend. But the rooster tails did, like the spinner inline spinners, they worked. I caught a few fish on there. My sister did, and Ace caught his biggest trout he ever caught with that rooster tail. But you're gonna have to watch the video to see that one for sure. All right, Ray. Hey, keep me posted on them turkey hunting. I I drift bump night crawlers in our creeks with tiny split shot to get into undercut banks and have great. Yeah, that's a really good. That's a really good technique. Now the brown trout around there too. I had night crawlers just for those, and we had one rod out there on top with about 2 or 3 foot down. We had a night crawler, what I call is just a piece of meat hanging there. So when I say putty fishing or meat fishing, meat is usually the worms, and then putty is usually the power bait or the chunky or the gulp. So if you hear me talking about that in the videos and stuff, that's what I mean. When I'm meat fishing, it's usually a worm. Seafood is usually a minnow, and when we do the putty, that's the power bait or the chunky cheese from gulp. And there's plenty of them, all different colors. I had white with silver streak power bait, didn't get one hit on it. Orange we had on a lot, and power bait, because I was trying to do a rod with power bait and a rod with the chunky cheese to see, and the gulp just outperformed the power bait big time. So, but yeah, so is anybody doing any fishing coming up, or what are you guys going to be doing here the next week and then next weekend? Next weekend, I believe my son has a tournament or something next weekend, so I think I'll be hanging around the house and probably getting some turkey stuff together, because I'd like to get Theo down there whenever we get a chance. I'd like to drive down to camp to get him shooting some turkey targets, and I want to see his range. I want to get him I want to shoot at 50 yards to see how it patterns, but I want to shoot 50, 40, 30, and 20. That's what we're gonna do, because I want to see the pattern at 50, and I want to see how he shoots at 50. The browns we caught were stalkers, but smaller, like 10 inches. Then we waded down and caught several rainbows, 14 to 16 on map spinners. I'm going to try to catch something tomorrow afternoon after an appointment I have. Very cool. Very cool. And what's your favorite trout baits, guys? What do you guys, I know hunting and stuff. I know Chris said he likes to do the worms, the bumping of the worms with map spinners. But what do you guys use for, I have an important, okay, what's your question, Gabriel? Just be nice. Good, you can ask your question. I'm gonna take that pool down now, since not everybody can see it. So, whoop, did I? Oops. All right, there you go. Gabriel, how do you ask a girl out? Okay, you just go up and ask her to go out with you. Sometimes salmon eggs, Todd. Okay, Todd, so you use salmon eggs. I haven't used salmon eggs in a long time. I have the Potskis Ball of Fire. Yeah, Potskis Balls of Fire, the cheese eggs, stuff like that. For me, I never had really great success with them. Lake fishing's kind of tough. I don't know. Stream fishing probably better, but the rocks and stuff usually bump all the eggs off eventually, so you're always replacing eggs, and I don't think that I like to do that. Now, when I fish for steelhead, I'll get the skein, the skein they call it, the egg sacs, and I cut them. When we catch a female and we gut them, they have the eggs in them. We'll put them in a baggie and we'll put them in our pockets, and we cut pieces off and we catch steelhead that way. Or you make your own egg sacs where the egg sac won't come off of the hook. But putting in salmon eggs and stuff are really tough. And like lake fishing with salmon eggs, they don't float. So they always sink to the bottom into the mud or the weeds or anything like that. So they really got to find them. And I really don't have that much great success with the salmon eggs. So stream fishing, yeah, but then you're bumping them off the rocks and stuff, and you usually every other cast you're putting more eggs on. So you're spending more time baiting your hook than you are fishing, and I don't really like that. Yeah, the spawn bags, yes. So so the eggs really, to me, I have a pack of the Potskis, but lake fishing, like I said, when you throw a split shot on in your lake or pond fishing, you throw it out there, it's going to sink to the bottom. They really got to find it, and they won't eat it out of the mud, so you got to have maybe a float or something on it. So I don't do that. But the power bait naturally floats, so that stays up out of the weeds and the muck and all that. So I'll put a split shot or a slip sinker or something on a foot or two, depending on how much muck and how much weeds are at the bottom. I'll do that, and I have great success with that. Um, in the streams and creeks, we'll use like wax worms, maggots, red worms, night crawlers, power bait, lures, spinners, and stuff like that. Um, but when we go to West Virginia, when we do that, when we do our long treks and stuff like that, we use that stuff. Interesting how you rigged your bobber, Ted. Yeah, you like that? How I did that? The bobber, and that's how I learned to fish when I was younger. When my dad and my uncle always took me, they always used a bobber, and I always wondered why people never used a bobber. They always just look at their line. Well, sometimes if you're sitting there, it's hard to see your line. You know, you'd have to see that line in the water and see if you're getting a bump. And you take your eye off of that for a second and it bumps, you don't see that. Whereas you have that bobber on your line and that line is tight, anything that bumps that line, that bobber is going to move. And that catches your eye a little more than just the line. I don't know if you want to consider it cheating or whatever, however people are going to come up, they'll say something like that. But to me, for videoing and for me to see that, the bobber is better because you guys can watch it. Like you see in the video, you'll see the bobber going up and down. And a trout will hit like a catfish most of the time. They'll bring it in. This one fish you'll see on the video, I reel it in. I reeled it in so much because it was bringing it to shore. I thought the fish was going to come up on shore. That's how far it pushed the bait in. And the bobber just kept dropping. You just keep reeling it in until it stops. And once they get so far to the shore, they usually turn in and go in one way or the other. And then the bobber goes up, and when it goes up, that's 6 to 8 inches and hits the rod. That's when you set the hook, and you got them. Yeah, negative bite for sure. Yeah, it is throwing a pretty cool shadow. I got the new blue. I got the light behind me. I got. Stop. There's my daughter probably coming in. But I got, let's see here, I got like the light you can change the colors. Is that Carly? See if Parker's there. You got white light, you got the blue light. You can blink it, you can do all kinds of stuff. What's up? I'm on the live. You can't, but they can't see you though, so they can't see you. Can, it's on YouTube. Yeah, but you can say hi if you want.
I'll say hi.
All right, he's gonna say hi. There you go.
Hello, YouTube.
There you go. That is my daughter's boyfriend, Parker. He's dropping her off. Did you guys eat dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. So Parker's a YouTuber now. No. Yes, he is. So me and Parker's going to be fishing together. Yeah.
What's the channel?
Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm surprised my daughter hasn't told you about it. See that? She's embarrassed of my channel. Now, she used to be on it. Remember that? Yeah, she's jealous. She don't have the 4,000 subscribers like I do.
4,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. When you're up at the lake with me fishing this year, you're going to be on there. Yeah, we're going to be doing lives together, so get ready. All right, we'll see you guys. See ya. Well, we're going to see my daughter back. She ain't going back out. So did you want to say it on the live?
Absolutely not. Get me out of here.
Say hi.
Get me out of here.
She runs through. She used to be on the camera all the time. Now she don't want to. Yeah, that's the CEO. She just walked past. So anyway, I was wading a creek and I saw my line go past me heading upstream. It was so wild. I'm sure you said wild. So there's going to be the new guy. The new part of the Off the Hook team is going to be Parker. Parker's going to be the new Off the Hook guy. He's going to be the new face of Off the Hook. So, but yeah, so that's what we did this weekend. We had fun. But yeah, that negative bite is funny when you got a bobber on because the bobber keeps dropping. And I just kept reeling it in until it gets almost so close it's up on shore. And then boom, they hit it. And you'll see that in the video. And that's why I have the bobber, so you can see it in the video. You can't see the hit with the line. You just see people yanking it. Well, at least it just adds something to the video, that's all. And that's why I do it. And I learned that my whole time. Carly the chicken, yes. She is a chicken. You can say hi at least to them, so they don't call you a chicken. You want to say hi? Yeah. She wants to go to bed. She says they got school tomorrow. So. But yeah, that I showed you that light. There's a couple different things you can do. Let's see here. Let's see this one. You can do that, which is drive you nuts. You can do that. You can do that, I guess. I don't know. I guess, okay, that's the fade. That's kind of cool, the fade. But yeah, I don't have red and blue and all that. What's this one? I don't even know what this one does. That just fades in and out, like, which I'm not really into that one. I like that one. And then I like the blue. So I just keep it at blue. So. Yep, so, but that's the deal right there, guys. Wednesday, 7 p.m. on the channel. Congratulations to Mr. Tully for winning the baits. So, Mr. Tully, you have to get a hold of me. You have to get a hold of me within 24 hours or I give another one away. No, just get a hold of me if you can. And, well, you can if you email me. So, just email me and I'll send you out the baits. I need your address. If anybody knows Mr. Tully or see him on a live or something, just let him know that he want a pack of my baits so he can get a hold of me. When I see him, I'll let him know the same. So, and I do have another pack of baits that I'll be giving away soon. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my post tab, my community tab. It's the old community tab when I talk about it. If you guys want to know any information or what's going on with us or what we're doing during our trips and stuff, I post a lot on there because it's a lot easier to post and let you know what we're doing on there with pictures and things. And I give you little updates and stuff on what we're doing during our trips and stuff. So if you want to know anything about what we're doing and everything, go over to our post tab on our channel. And please make sure that you are subscribed. And if you're not, please consider doing so. And put your notifications to all. Check out all of my partners and affiliates in my description. Go over and browse their websites. Go buy something using my code. You can save some money. I get some credit for that. It helps our channel. If anybody would like to donate to the channel, I have PayPal and Venmo in the description as well. You can do that as well. If anybody wants to check out any of my gear, buy the hats like these. I have a bunch of different things, items on there. You can go to the store and buy something. You can get it shipped directly to you. And and that helps the channel as well. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate everybody that stopped in the live. Chris, thank you so much. Thank you all you guys for doing that. Fishing, including trout. That's very cool. Your license only $3. Very cool. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody that stopped in our live and hung out with us this weekend. We really do appreciate that. If you're out and about and you have some friends or whatever, mention my channel, please. I'm trying to hit that 5,000 subscriber mark the correct way. I want to get the subs and things like that. I'm getting them slowly but surely. I'd rather, excuse me, do it that way. You know, I'm growing slowly, so I'm okay with that. I don't buy subs. I don't do any of that stuff. So, you know, that's just what we do. So, but anyway, there's the CEO right there walking back out. I will switch this camera. Okay, now you can see her. No, she moved. I didn't switch the camera. But she's in. Did you see the kill chips I made you? Bring some in and eat some on camera. Like you used to. You want to do a, what do you want to do? A mukbang? Do a mukbang with the kale chips. My mom this weekend had a nice haul, she said. She had a bunch of bags. You going to show them? Okay. So, here, come over here. Give me a kale chip. I don't want that big one. I'm going to eat it on camera. I made kale chips today. My daughter likes them, so I'm just a week late. We've been having a bag of kale chips sit around here for like a week. So, thanks. There she is right there. See her? There she is. All right, we're good. She gave me a kale chip.
Are you doing ASMR?
And so what? What did you say?
So are you doing ASMR?
Am I doing what more?
ASMR.
I have no idea what that means.
ASMR. It's letters, not.
It's not a word.
I don't know what that means. So anyway, kale chips. Yes, it's a kale chip, hunting and stuff. It's a bag of kale like salad. And what you do is you take them out of the bag, you dry them out.
Eat it into the camera, into your microphone, please.
No.
Please do.
All right, give me. If
it.
you're on camera.
Just please do it in the
Here.
microphone. No, just
Look,
do it.
there she is right there.
Just do it in the microphone.
Okay, she wants me to do this. So ready? So there's the kale
Into
chip.
the
Ready?
microphone.
Okay. So there, guys, you heard the crispiness of my kale chips. That's how it's supposed to be. So anyway, they're kale chips. They're like salad. You take them out. I get rid of all the stems and stuff in there. Put them in a bowl. Put a little bit of olive oil on them. Mix them around. Put some sea salt on them. Lay them out on a baking pan. Put them in the oven for 350 for about 10 minutes. And then what I like to do is mix them up. And then I put them on 200 for another 10 minutes. And I let them get dry. I can't eat kale. I'm on blood thinner. I don't know. If you're on blood thinners, I don't know what kale does for blood thinning or nothing like that. Hey, Jimmy James Bailey, catfishing, thanks for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you. Hit that like button if you haven't. We're just sitting here crunching kale on the microphone. My daughter wanted me to crunch some kale on the microphone. So.
I already told you it's ASMR. Do you want another ASMR?
I have no idea what that means. So, but thank you guys for coming in. Any other questions you guys have or anything? Kale has vitamin K.
There you go.
Vitamin K for kale. What's this?
Kale.
You always want it too crunchy.
I get you another cookie.
No, I'm good. I'm good with the kale.
No, you need it. It's healthy.
Yeah, so kale thickens the blood if you're on Coumadin. Okay, okay.
Good thing that means your blood thick.
Very good kale. Maybe we'll sit here for hours and eat kale in front of the camera.
If you do a video of Kale eating ASMR, you'll actually probably get like millions of views. I'm not even joking.
Million views eating kale. How's that, guys?
I'm not even joking.
Yeah. Ain't that funny? I sit here and do all this hunting content, video the deer getting shot, doing all this stuff, spending hours and hours, and I get 500 views to like 2,000 views. And if I sat here and ate a bowl of kale in front of you, I'd get millions of views. It's the crunch. It's the satisfying crunch.
People fall asleep to that.
So yeah, so I guess my daughter said people fall asleep.
ASMR, look it up. I'll look it up.
My daughter just said ASMR. Do any of you guys know what that is? Kale killer.
You're such a millennial.
I have no idea what kale is.
Holy cow, I can't even. This is really making me angry.
But yeah, I don't know what that means, ASMR. I don't know what, if I sit here and eat kale for you guys, if I'll get a million views, but I'm not eating. Someone's at the door.
Someone is at the door.
Get our key, it's in van.
All right, so don't bark. Don't bark in the camera. Don't bark in the camera. All right, okay, so Chris said ASMR equals relaxing stuff.
Yes, relaxing stuff.
Really?
Yeah, look, ready? I'm gonna do it.
Chris, how did you know that?
Because he's educated.
Shut up.
Sorry. Clearly.
So she just said you're educated, Chris. I'm on Eloquist. What the heck is that? Yeah, that's disgusting, actually. She's like, that's nasty.
Eating ASMR, that's what you just did.
Well, I'm eating ASMR. Maybe I'll get something. Do I got to put that in the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASMR live.
I knew it from YouTube. That's what she said. I knew it from YouTube. Okay. All right. Well, that's something new that I'm learning. So maybe I'll do that with fruit, and you'll hear me go. I'll eat a pear ASMR, or whatever you call it. Yeah, that would have been good. If you guys would have seen Theo eating crab legs, it was unbelievable. He was like, I need to get up and walk around. So that was pretty cool.
What kind of live is this?
This is a vertical live.
Okay. All right. That doesn't help me.
Yeah, it's a vertical live.
Okay, I don't.
There she is. Just say hi to the camera.
I already said hi.
Say hi.
I already said hi.
Wave to the camera. There. Okay, there's the seat. Well, were you on there?
I wasn't.
There you go. Now you're in there.
Nice and clear.
Okay, there you go. Now get to bed.
Front and center.
Get to bed. I love crab legs. That's what Todd. Yeah, maybe we'll do a crab leg mukbang. We can do it. I'll tell you what, we eat around here. So if anybody's interested in the food, my daughter would be in on that. My son might be in on with steak. That's about it. But we used to do some crazy fruit and stuff, and then I wasn't right for like a week. It was crazy. She had me eating stuff from all over the world or something. I don't know. Then we did, remember them candies you got? We had like all this stuff from, where was it from? Like China or something? All these different fruits and candies and stuff. Well, no, we did one with fruits. We had like I know like the dragon fruits and stuff, but she had different stuff. I ate it. I was like, woo. And then I am watching you from Turkey. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Carly wants to go back to Disney.
What time is it in Turkey right
What time is it in Turkey right
now?
now? I am watching you from Turkey. It's from Turkey. So what time is it in Turkey right now? Check out the poll. Make sure you vote on the poll. We got 16 votes. I'd like to get 20 votes before the end of this. And hit the like button if you haven't. But so then we did a candy tasting stuff, and we had one that tasted like, what was that fish one? It was disgusting. And I ate this fish candy, and it was the nasty, and it had a taste in my mouth for 3 days. And that's after brushing my teeth. I'm all natural with brushing. I use water in a pine cone.
Dad, stop. Don't even. That's actually gross.
What are you eating now?
A mango.
Oh, she's eating a mango right now. So, but yeah, okay, Otter Cat, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. We might just stay here till midnight. Midnight. And eat kale till midnight. Then I won't be able to sleep, and then I won't be able to go to work. But yeah, so great weekend. It was a nice trip. My wife worked her butt off. She's tired, and we got to do it all over again this week. And then I'm sure the schedule will come out tomorrow that my wife sends me. And I never look at the schedule, and I always call her and ask her, and then she gets mad at me for not looking at the schedule. But I'm old school. That looks good.
You want a bite?
No, thanks.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
No, I don't. All right, ASMR.
Ew!
Yeah, that's a mango.
Ew! Give me my mango back.
Yeah, give me a napkin.
Man.
No work, just show up. That's what Jimmy said. Jimmy works with me. That mango's good. Is there any more of them in there? I might eat a mango before I go to bed. Kales and mangoes. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. I guess we're going to get off here. It's 10 o'clock. But I wanted to get on here and just give you a recap of our weekend, our trip and stuff. So, yeah, the next weekend we have, what, tournaments? Do you have a tournament next weekend? You have games this week, though, right? If they're going to be on, because it's supposed to be crappy all week again. So we'll see. But Cardi's got some games this week, which is nice. I get to see him now. So we're going to do that. And then I think tournaments, my son has tournaments this weekend. And then I'm hoping to try to free up a day during the weekend to get Theo down there to shoot his gun for turkey on April 26th is opening day for Mentor Youth Turkey season. So we're going to be doing that. But in between that, guys, I'll be doing some lives, and I'll be doing some bait making lives as well. And then every Wednesday is a video that comes out at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on Off the Hook Outdoors. So, all right, guys, we're going to end this. Thank you all for coming in tonight. Thank you for showing up at the lives this weekend. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see ya.